You ever use some window cleaner on your windows and it leaves that nice streak clean shine? Damn, that's awesome. But it's a 365 vlog, let's go. Hello people, today is June 25th, 2016, day 177 of the 365 vlog, and I'm gonna tell you how to deal with your ego. First of all, I'm gonna explain to you how I got to this point in talking about egos. So today was a great day and I went to go play some fighting games because I thought, why not? It was the last day of Next Level, the actual last day. I know I made a vlog about it being the last day, but it persisted on. And it was the last day and we were playing Guilty Gear. Because this is the new hot game and shit, everyone was playing it and it was great. And I've been chilling with Jesse for a bit and he's put it into my mind and kind of drilled it in there that everyone is a god at that game. So in my mind, everyone I play is instantly a god. No matter who he may say is a god, everyone else is just as amazing as that one person. Going in there, I expected to get destroyed the whole day and have like a semi-bad time. But the opposite happened and I actually was winning a couple of matches and I was doing really good. And it got to the point where it got a little silly because I was getting a little big-headed, and that is where I needed to calm my ego down. Because it all happened to the realization that I realized that not everyone is the same level as everyone in this game. There are different varying levels to this game depending on how much people put in work and who you're facing, like versus the gods versus the regular people, and then there's me. But I was thinking to myself, damn, I'm so nice, they can't block me. And the only thing that really defeated me that day was my own character, but that's another story within itself. But what was interesting was that when I got a little bit too big-headed and I lost, I actually got tight, versus when I'm usually more humble and I just lose and I'm like, okay, that means in my mind I was dope enough that no one should have actually been able to touch me that day and I actually should have won the tournament. That's what that little smidgen of anger told me. That in that little second that I lost, I was like, I'm better than this, and I haven't had that feeling in a really long time. Now let's broaden the scope of this whole topic, right? This is not just talking about fighting games, I'm talking about your ego in general. And usually your ego is there to support you, make you feel good about yourself in certain aspects of your life. But I feel like the best approach to this having a big ego is honestly to be modest. Because having a big ego is like having a big air of balloon, right? A big balloon of hot air, as they say. And eventually someone's gonna pop that balloon, and depending on the fragility of your mindset, you're probably going to be very disturbed or very put off or something to the equivalent of being butthurt when someone pops your ego bubble. For example, you may think you're the best at something or you're really great at something, but then someone puts you in your place. And that's just to remember that no matter how great you are, there's always someone who can beat you. You're just as great as how you are in that moment, I think is the best way maybe to approach it. That you shouldn't always think that you're the shit, but you should also think that you are not lesser than greatness. I think what comes into play here is trying to balance your ego with modesty, not being too over oppressive of your skills to the point where you diminish your self-value, but also not to the point where you overevaluate yourself, because maybe that's not the best route to go. You might actually do more damage than harm, because then eventually you get like this complex that you're better than everyone sort of thing, when maybe that's not actually the case. Also, big egos don't allow you to be open to criticism. They make it harder for you to actually be open to what people may have to say, whether it's constructive or not. Sometimes it may be constructive, but you may not see it as so because that's not how you view yourself. You actually think of yourself as better than what they're saying, and how could they say that? Because you know that you're the greatest and they're definitely wrong, and there's no way that they are actually right. I think the approach that I kind of take it as is that I am not as great depending on what it is. Like if I think it's drawing, it's subjective to the person, right? If it's video games, I think it depends on what video game it is. Now, if we're talking DDR, I think I'm greater than 90% of people. But the other 10%, that crazy ass 10% of people concentrated, are way better than I'll ever be. So it's just balancing it there, and how I feel about losing and all that competitive bullshit. Stay humble, stay grounded, it won't do you any problem, and having a big ego isn't that bad. Just know that one day your world will not always be like that, and be ready for that shit to come crashing down when it does. So that's pretty much all I have for you today, guys. If you made it to the end of this video, don't hesitate to hit the like button, and also if it's your first time seeing my face, don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button, because I make new videos every day. So tell me, guys, what do you think about your own ego? Do you think you're humble, or is your ego a little bit too inflated? Tell me in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Yeah, guys, I'm Vandal. Don't forget to keep it 365, and I will talk to you tomorrow with another video. Peace. Bye. Another tip for y'all is to use like a washcloth when you're going into the bathtub or the shower. Use it, put soap on it, and then rub the areas. Don't use your hand with soap. It's not doing the same thing. Yes, you may think it's clean. Maybe a few scrubs will get it, but you gotta really get